In this episode, we sat down with Crom Bracho of the frictionless planet Smoove.
They also have sentient hair that gets rather vocal sometimes, including during this interview.
So roll up your towel into a pillow, lean back, and
prepare to learn about the Don Flatmaster traveling AV show, and what an idiot Don Jr. Flatmaster is.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome once again to the Hitchhikers and Appetizers podcast. I am Horatio Zinn, large but not in charge. No, I share hosting responsibilities with... You may have heard of him. If you've seen him, you probably would remember that. Not to get too effusive. His name is Trellis Gardeen. He is here, Trellis. Say hello to the people. And other beings.
Thank you so much, Horatio. Other beings, yes, but only one being with this nose.
Well, no, I thought that nose was very popular among the plastic surgery patients.
It is. My nose is always the most popular nose.
Ah, good, yes.
Because I switch it up when the fashion nose winds change. My nose changes with
the
them.
winds of nose change.
Now, you said large and not in charge. I think that's probably one of the most accurate things you've said in one of our intros to the show.
Sometimes I stumble upon truth.
Stumble indeed, my good friend.
Stumbling has led to many wonderful discoveries. I met at least one of my wives that way.
Oh, really?
Yes,
you didn't tell me
fell over at her feet, accidentally licked the feet. She said, "This is the one for me."
And did she accidentally... Did she think you were proposing?
I don't know. She just thought, wow, he's licking my feet.
You falling over was you getting on her knee.
Yes.
And she just took that to be a proposal.
Apparently so. It didn't last very long.
So she wasn't bright.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Once she got up and she realized it wasn't a proposal, is that about how long it lasted?
Well, yes, and her feet were lovely. The feet were the best part. As you rose up higher and higher, the diminishing returns, let's just say. Lovely personality. Wonderful cook.
Oh, Al, that's always good to know. Well, you know what's also wonderful? We have a guest today.
Yes.
A guest is here with us.
Oh, my.
I'm excited.
I may not sound like it, but I am as well.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I was just sorry, guys. I was staring at that nose. That nose is so new that it's actually retro. Like the fashion has really started to go back, and it's like that's like from 3 decades ago. Yeah. That's so new. Nice. I was just admiring it. Sorry. How are you guys? My name's Crom Bracho.
Crom Bracho.
I sat down here. I saw your guide. I lost mine like.
Oh,
what?
I want to say like 4 stops ago. So I
How did you even make it here without your guide?
I stole a ship shaped like a couch.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yes.
It was just a full couch ship that I just took, and I've been flying around trying to get here.
Well, you know, the couch ships are naturally attracted to restaurants for some reason. I don't know why.
The galactic positioning system just sent me right here. I have not figured out how to steer this thing at all, but I am glad it is because I was hungry and I was thirsty.
You're good.
This is the place to fix both those problems.
Yes.
So far, it's fixed the thirsty problem.
Have you tried looking in the cushions for another guide?
That would have really been a good idea a while ago.
Do you not have the couch still?
Well, no, it's a couch, and then the inside is full of nothing but couches.
Ah.
The up top, it's a complete couch design.
Just making sure. I didn't know if you'd lost your couch.
No, I mean maybe I did, but I've not been home in a long time. I mean, God knows if it's still there.
Oh, very good.
Where is home?
Oh, I'm from a planet called Smoove.
Smoove?
Smoove. It is a frictionless planet. The surface of it has actually 0 friction on the surface, which great and terrible at the same thing.
Yes.
If you launch yourself out the front door too quickly, you may go around it.
The entire planet?
Well, I mean, there's 0 friction. I mean, it makes ice seem like glue. It is so. It is. There's not a lot of public transportation because you just put on your shoes and you just push yourself out the front door and you're hoping you're headed in the right direction.
Right.
Yes.
And I assume the further you're traveling, the more precise you have to be with your angle, because
Oh my God, you miss it by a degree and you're going like 700 miles. Mm-hmm. You are way off.
Has anyone ever sailed off the planet that way, just right off the edge?
Off it? No, but they went through my childhood house. There was a
What?
guy trying to set the land speed and distance record, and on his third revolution around, he got a little off, and he went right through the living room of my childhood house, and it was awful.
Even worse than
awkward. I gotta tell you, got the definition of it is. No, I mean it was a man-shaped,
right.
just hole going right through our house.
Like as in you see the actual silhouette with the arms.
I saw the silhouettes of the fingers all the way around the head, all the way around the shoulders, and all the way around the legs. And it just went straight through.
Oh, my.
It went right through my dad's TV.
Oh no, that's the worst part.
He was furious. He was furious when that went down. We had to move because you have to have your houses shipped to you and then
dropped,
just planted down with spikes. You can't. There is no way to build a house on a frictionless surface. You just have to you have a currently pre-built house just drilled down.
Since the planet is, I'm assuming you're using materials from the planet to do all your building and everything. Wouldn't that mean...
Oh, what are you, nuts? Of course not.
Oh.
It's a completely... We have to order everything off surface.
That makes sense.
You can't. You can't get purchase anywhere.
Right.
I mean, by that I mean, there's no grip.
Mm-hmm. Think about this, Trellis. Think about the concept.
Well,
here.
I'm sorry. I was curious because I was thinking if you did, you could never even put your clothes on. They'd fly off.
Oh, that's a good question.
The beings that live there have friction on them. I have friction on myself. Otherwise, I would have gone flying right out of this booth.
So if you were to rub against another being on your world, you would not immediately just slide apart.
No, not at all. I mean, none of us are actually native of the planet.
Oh.
It's we're all I mean, I was born off world. My mother had to go off world to give birth to me because
she was afraid to shoot you. Boom.
She's a humanoid,
right,
with a lot of friction. But as soon as I hit the ground, look out! Catching a baby is impossible.
You could have ended up in the woman down the hall's vagina with another baby.
Oh my!
I mean, you really went there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Like, why are you talking about A, my mother's vagina? Second of all, some stranger's vagina, and B, as a newborn going in. I mean, I saw the guide on your table, thinking, okay, these guys, you seem to work it there, and I'm really sitting down hoping to get another copy while I'm here.
We could work on that.
I'd be willing to bet if Horatio looks at some point in his infinity bag that there is one in there somewhere.
Oh, you got an infinity bag.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. You see, here's my duffel. You notice in the duffel, don't stick your hand in there because you don't know what it's going to hit. I have a better sense of what's supposed to be in there. But you can see it's bottomless, and I have many, many disorganized things.
All right, you got a reel-to-reel tape deck. That's the first thing that I just noticed.
Yes, you noticed it. Yes.
That's pretty good.
If nothing else, I find that the book, the bag is very helpful for furthering narrative. I don't know why. It just seems that way. It's like if I need an example of something, there it is. Every so often, I don't find something, and that's such a...
Horatio, I'm looking at the demo reel on that, and that looks like it's purities.
Yes. What else would it be?
I don't know. I mean, I would think that maybe you have other musical tastes besides your horrible band's music.
They really being in purity.
Wait, you're in Purities?
I was in Purity. Yes, the band Purity.
Oh my!
Purities was the offshoot where we just had the backup singers, and they sang with no accompaniment.
Oh my God! I did a karaoke version of one of your songs, and I got thrown out.
Oh.
Physically thrown out like a frisbee out of the karaoke bar. I don't even know why they had that thing up.
You were lucky they didn't just pin you to a wall and start flagulating you at that point, because that's normally what happens when someone has the temerity to bring out one of our songs in public.
They grabbed me by my one of my wrists and one of my legs, and they tossed me out like a frisbee.
Oh my, that's an honor in some places.
Not this one.
No, it doesn't sound like.
Where did you end up? I mean, where did...
I ended up... I mean, this was on my home planet, so I ended up 1,100 miles west.
Wow.
Did you skip when you put like underwater?
No, once you hit, you just stay down, and it is a long way. And luckily, I grabbed a flagpole.
Oh.
We have occasional flagpoles around it. If you're going too fast, you're gonna get I've been in the restaurant now for 3 weeks, and I've had two gargle blasters, and I'm just recovering from the second one. So I've got a little bit of. I mean, I was out for a week after that one.
Well, you look familiar. There was someone hanging off of the chandelier, singing. I think it was a Purity song, actually. I tried to block it out, even though I helped come up with the music.
Look, if that was me, I apologize. It could have been. I don't have an awful lot of.
Oh, don't apologize.
No, it was wonderful. It was a wonderful floor show. The Max Cordopline, the MC, and the band were a bit off that night, and so it made for a nice bit of entertainment to offset their ineptitude that evening.
Well, I mean, I was told by not more than one person in here that I should apologize. So I'm not exactly positive what for. So I'm just quick to apologize.
You know, if you actually can't remember what happened, I don't believe there's any reason to apologize.
I mean, that's a hell of a way to go through life,
Isn't it? That's why he has to keep changing his face.
Exactly.
Yes.
No one remembers what I look like.
Lots of
usually,
plastic
so I can get away with a lot.
I mean, I guess you do. I mean, that nose, I just spaced out, stared at it again. It is a handsome nose.
Now look at it. Now it shows. Turn your head a little bit. Now if you notice, if you look in certain angles, sometimes it works. Other times, notice how the bottom of the nose is so far from the top of the lip, and it just seems like someone didn't plan that out well. Like they didn't measure.
Oh, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. That untrue.
I mean, how could I not notice? How could I not notice?
That's what I'm saying.
That's the first thing I noticed. I was trying to be polite.
Right.
And
politeness has gone out the window here for us.
I understand.
The gap has nothing to do with the nose. It had to do with what they did on the lips. Okay, so that's a totally separate story. The nose is perfect.
I think at some point we do need to get that fixed, though.
It's so smooth. I would be willing to bet it's probably close to being as frictionless as your planet.
Oh, try it. Touch his nose and see.
Oh my God, that is a hell of a statement.
I stand by it.
Yes. Touch his nose and see.
I mean, all right, let me see. Ah!
Yeah. Yes.
Not bad. Not too far off. Like that's pretty smooth.
Thank you.
But it is not. It's not Dre smooth.
Right.
Yeah, it's like I noticed that you went down, your finger did kind of slide off and hit the table.
Pretty quick. I mean, it with my planet, it almost accelerates. It's so smooth.
Is that how you worked out your space program or anything on your planet? Like how you leave the planet? Did you use this frictionless methodology? I'm not a man of science.
Like somebody could put a ramp at one point, and if you happen to hit the ramp, I would think it.
No, it's mainly hovercrafts that got to. Most of all of our space travel is built inside of space stations that are about 200 miles above the surface at all times. So you have to jump onto hovercrafts at the right time. You got to jump up to just 2 feet. It's not a huge jump. It's like anywhere between 6 inches and 2 feet. You got to jump up, and then once you're off the planet's surface, you're okay.
Ah, very good.
And you try to jump from like your porch, a putting green, or something that they've spiked down
Yes.
into the surface of the ground.
Oh, putting green. Golf's got to be a very frustrating game there. You know, you miss that 1-footer for birdie.
Oh my God, you blow one off the nailed down fairway onto the adios. Like that ball is gone. It bounces twice and then it's just rolling.
Yeah, that's not good. It's hole in one or nothing, really.
Yes.
Well, I know. I mean, we do glue down, we do spike down fairways and tee boxes. We spike down.
Wow.
It's called the grass-like substance. That's the company that makes it.
Oh yes, okay. Yes, I know about that. Yeah, the grass-like substance. Yes.
Oh, they have those.
Well, they do. They have a mail order business, and they have other things that are grass-like. Anything that is a grass-like substance.
It's mail order on ours too, and I mean, we had to create an entire postal system because we'd never had any kind of postal system on our.
Just for grass?
Well, for anything from the grass-like substance company. On Dre to Smoove, we had email and the internet thousands of years ago, and never had a postal system.
Oh wow!
Not when we went right to the digital age. There was no analog. We went from spikes spiked down substances into digital and skipped all kinds of analog. I mean, I'm surprised I even recognized it as a reel-to-reel tape deck.
That is amazing that you did. I'm very impressed.
There was a museum that floated onto our planet when I was a kid that just came in, and it showed different technologies of recording devices from the universe. And the reel-to-reel was the main exhibit.
Did the technology frighten the people? And then
Was that the traveling AV show?
It was. It was Don Flatmaster.
Yes,
Was he in charge?
yes.
The one you knew?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was Don Junior Flatmaster.
Oh.
It was his son. Was the one that came by when I was
I'm glad they didn't have Don Flatmaster Jr. I'm glad they had Don Jr. Flatmaster, because the other one is just idiot. He's
a son of a. He's a son of a.
He is a son of a. He is a son of a Belgium.
Don Flatmaster Jr. is the worst. Don Jr. Flatmaster.
Oh, Prince.
He was funny.
Prince.
Funny.
Wonderful fellow.
son of a Don, really. I mean, if you want to be specific, it'd be the son of a Don.
Yeah, but he was among other things.
He will get down there and do the work with you too. I always thought that was.
I saw that traveling AV show. I think in its first incarnation, they came to
Oh, the original Don Flatmaster show.
Yeah.
Yes,
to
yes.
Glandar, and it was a lot of instructional videos, driving, educational type things. Really, honestly, boring. It was really boring. Put me to sleep.
Yeah, they had that in a wing. It was still a lot of instruction. There was definitely driving was a big part of it. There was how to make a door. There was a few thousand tapes on how to make a door.
About making the same door or about different types of doors?
No, it's the same door.
That's a bit much.
It was different people's takes on making the same door.
That could get old.
But that would probably be good for your planet, though, because the doors are going to keep you from sliding out of the house,
Well, sure.
right?
It's what doors are for everywhere. I don't know where else. Not to be a jerk, but like, where is that not what doors are
Yes,
for?
Trellis. Listen, Trellis, where is
I
your
thought door is a
mind,
door.
Trellis?
I've never known a door to do any other thing.
Where is your mind, Trellis? What
It keeps
happened?
people from getting in.
Sure. I mean, that's the same. It doesn't do that here, because if someone is coming, depending on how far they're going and the kind of momentum they got going,
That's true. So that world record speed holder.
he went right through the wall. If he goes through a wall, you don't think he can go through a door. You're out of your mind.
Oh no, I'm thinking that door would have been history.
Yeah.
He probably could have, if they had a mail slot, he probably would have gone right through that.
I was wondering,
Ooh.
just not to get too destructive and negative, but without friction on your world, I'm thinking about discoveries early on. Fire. How did you make? Can you make fire of any kind? There's
Yeah.
no friction.
It's just the surface is frictionless.
Oh.
Friction exists on our planet.
I
It's the
was confused.
surface. I'm sorry, I wasn't clear. Think of a marble.
Yes.
So the surface of a marble is pretty smooth. That's the whole. We have. If something is nailed down to the top of my planet,
Yes.
you got to spike it in, like on ice. Okay.
Spike it.
That can have friction, but once you're on the surface, there's no friction.
Very good. I was confused about that.
Friction exists. It's just frictionless on the surface. I guess the founders of our planet. It's a miss. Those guys have been a little vague for a whole lot of things, and this ain't the first one. When they called it frictionless, I guess I understand your assumption that's their bad, not mine. They call it a frictionless planet, but there's friction all over the place in our planet.
Just making sure. I would hate to have a world without fire.
No, we have fire
Good,
for
good.
sure. We didn't have to invent it. Like I said, no one is originally from Dravis Smooth ever.
You had to outsource the fire.
Well, it just came in.
Oh, it just came. Oh, that's not
It was discovered much somewhere else.
Yeah. Now clearly your planet's name, the second half, is based on your frictionlessness. The smooth. Where's Dravis? What?
No, it's not smooth. TH is SOSMOOVE.
Got it.
Smooth.
But where's the first half come from? What's that?
Dratus.
Yes.
It was Bill Dratus was the man that discovered Dratus Smooth.
Bill Dratus. Bill Dratus. Now he, as I recall, he had a knack for discovering planets.
I thought he went by William.
What's that? I'm sorry, Tress.
I thought he went by William.
No, that's his son.
Oh, it's a family business.
Bill, William, Billy, William Jr. is the fourth. And he's the current president of Dreidel Smoove.
Okay. Is he elected?
Not at all. I don't know. I don't even. They called the president, but it is a monarchy. It is family. It's a family-run business. The government is.
Oh.
Okay.
That is handed down.
Any beheadings? If they're a monarchy, they tend to trend towards the beheading.
Oh, all the time. All the time.
Is it a guillotine, or do they just like make them slide on the planet into a guillotine?
You got it. You nailed that. Oftentimes, what it is, it's like they start with a guillotine. Sometimes they just they've spiked down with 4 spikes, just a piece of sheet metal at about head height, the average neck height of your average Dreidel Smoovian, which we're all, as you can tell by my height, I'm 4'3".
Okay.
And I'm your average male off a Dreidel Smoove.
You carry it well.
Now the average female off of our planet is 8'7".
Oh my!
Nice.
So where they put it is the average of all of that. So most men haven't been beheaded because we just slide right underneath.
That makes perfect sense.
And most women get chopped right in half.
Oh.
It is an awful situation.
That is terrible. How long has this been going on? Your entire history?
Yeah, all 50 years that we've been on this planet.
Oh, long time. Have you ever
young.
thought about possibly changing this?
Revolt?
I mean, if I was in charge, I would have changed this a long time ago.
But of course you can't. Yeah, sir. Could you marry into the
It's
family?
that damn Dreidel family. I feel fine saying that now that I'm not on the planet anymore. It's the damn Dreidel family.
Now, if you wanted the power, could you marry into the Dreidel family?
Yeah, but then I'd have to marry. I mean, Donna Dreidel she's been single a lot of times.
Oh, so she knows. She knows.
She knows.
So you would just be the 8th divorce, is what you're assuming.
It doesn't. She's not super friendly,
Oh.
and her sense of humor is terrible.
Oh.
It's mainly puns. It's all puns. She says nothing but puns all the time.
But she is wealthy and is part of the ruling family.
Oh no, she doesn't have a dime to her name.
Oh, well, never mind that. Never mind that.
No, the ruling family is broke. They are borrowing like nobody's. They got no money. They got all the power, but they got no money.
Oh, I misunderstood totally.
It's a forced situation. It's really why I left.
I understand.
I always thought money gave power. So how are they holding on to this?
That guillotine.
Oh.
I don't even think it was the Dreidel family, and I don't know how that went down. The politics are strange on our family.
They sound on your planet. They sound strange. They do. They sound almost as confusing.
It's hard to keep track of. It's honestly hard to keep track of.
It's almost as confusing as on my world. We're really not sure. Half the world is run by a lovely couple of dictators, Tim and Joni Flores.
Oh.
They're wonderful people, lovely to play bridge with, despotic tyrants of one. So he rules with the literal iron hand. Now the other side is complete chaos. Now their side of the planet is very organized. But you don't really want to be there because, well, I don't mind because I'm friends with them. But if you're not friends with them, you're not going to have as good a time.
I mean, you gotta let them win at bridge.
Oh, every time, yes. If you want,
you gotta show like you're trying, or does he just want it to not even be close?
it depends. The trick is because she wants just you to totally decimate you,
Right.
and easily, and he wants to make it more of a fun, more of a kind
Cat
of
and mouse.
Cat and mouse.
He wants to feel like he's actually doing it.
Yes. So it's a trick. But
That's a trick.
I noticed you're not particularly furry.
No, I have to shave a lot. Like,
Oh, I see.
yeah, I shave a lot.
You've got like a 5 o'clock shadow going on all over your face. Right
Yeah, I shaved before I sat down here.
I was gonna say, I feel like I've seen it grown as you.
Yeah, it will be fully back intact by the time I leave, depending on how long this
This
is.
is fascinating. I wish our viewers, no, I wish our listeners could see this to watch the gradual growing.
The fastest part is underneath the thigh.
Oh,
It's if you've noticed, I've actually been sitting up taller as it goes.
Yes, I did
because
notice.
it mats and it just grows. And the problem with shaving is it just makes it grow faster and thicker and more volatile. And stronger. Yeah, because it's all over the place. It
Okay.
just moves all over the place. So like, it just starts to raise me up, and
So it's not nice to like have your own chair. I mean, I would think that would be great. You go to picnics, you go to a sporting event.
Oh, as a sitting situation, it's the best.
Yes.
As soon as you have to start, some of it is it's an evolutionary thing that happened on our planet, and it's amazing that in 50 years we evolved, but we did. I don't know how that usually that takes thousands of years, but it took 50
Or millions.
or millions. But in 50 years we evolved so that if you fall down, you actually land on hair and it's a cushion, and you fall down a lot because once you put if you're not wearing golf shoes, which is why golf is as popular as it is on our planet. If you fall down, it hurts.
Now, you mentioned the hair gets harder. Is there no conditioner on your planet?
Oh, I wish there was a conditioner.
Oh, I sense a...
I mean, we have got a conditioning hoarding situation like nobody's. I mean, it is. Once it hits the shelves, it is gone.
I'm picturing people going to the checkout line, arms laden with 10, 15 bottles of extra silky...
Hairy arms.
I apologize. This is my...
Oh, that hair is really angry. That hair is making noises at me, and I don't like it. You said it got
don't want
angry.
to talk about it too long because it does start. It gets a little.
It's agitated. It is agitated.
Yeah. It is.
Your hair is very expressive. I'll say it's very expressive. Oh no, it's licking me. Your hair's licking me.
You may just want to ride that. You tried to stop it.
I did. Go ahead and lick.
You may just have to let it. It's a soothing thing when it licks you.
No, go ahead, lick me. No, it's not calming.
I think it heard your stomach growl, Horatio. And
No, it's a soothing situation.
Well, hair. Have you ever thought of like something to tame your hair?
All right, settle down. Hold on a second. I'm gonna shave this. Shave this
right here in the
portion
booth?
off.
Right in the
Yeah,
booth?
I'm just shove my leg right up on the table.
Oh my!
Well, I'm gonna grab this hatchet, and then it's just there.
Hacking away at that.
Hatching it right off.
That's
Okay.
Right. I wonder, perhaps they could use
They're crawling away.
the hairs are crawling.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
Sentient.
It is an odd adaptation.
That is strange.
But definitely one that was necessary. I mean, you're really seeing science and evolution in action, if you ask me.
Sped up.
Yes.
We have no friction, but we got a lot more evolution. If you can have an amount of evolution, we got a lot of it.
I wonder if that means like the proportion of evolution is greater, the or I should say the less the amount of friction is. It's an inverse relationship.
That's the only assumption I have. That seems to be the one part where we've sped that up, and we've decreased surface friction.
Ratio.
I assume a very sandpapery planet would have almost no evolution.
Exactly. It'd be just.
Oh no, that would. Have you ever thought about doing kind of an exchange with another world, say a sandpapery world?
Oh my God, we tried it one time.
Oh, what happened?
It was great for us.
Yes.
We had a ball. It was great. It was fantastic because our balance was good because we're so used to having to do it. The guys that were used to the guys that came from, most of them died within the first half an hour. So the exchange program stopped.
Yes, that would put an end to it quickly.
They stopped sending people. We kept going up.
So there are more of you there, or did you exchange back, or did some of you move?
No, once people have left our planet, not one person has ever actually come back. Besides,
I was going to say.
I'm not going back. I mean, I'm here. I am not. I lost my guide. I'm on this couch. I'm in this couch ship. I'm running like hell, and hopefully the Dreyduses aren't going to come get me. I mean, they send out a force.
Oh no!
Is they're that alarmed about the population loss that they actually try to hunt you down?
It is a force stick around rule, which is ironic. It's literally called the stick around rule on a planet you can't stick around on.
Oh, how ironic and painful!
It is. The bounty hunters that they send out are mostly ineffective but nasty.
Oh, they're rude. Are they
imagine.
rude and ineffective?
Well, they're incredibly polite, except when they catch it, it's nasty what they do.
Oh, what do they do? Ooh, just picturing, do they pluck your hair out, or comb it in a way that is unflattering?
Mainly, they let your hair grow, and then they mat it all up. So then it just starts to grow in on itself, and you think that hair barking that you heard not that long ago, immediately it becomes packs of wolves.
Oh, that's terrible.
So you're like you're like one giant ingrown hair, and then I would imagine you just burst apart.
You nailed it. It's like you've seen it. I've had the stuff lasered off, right back. That actually speeds it up.
Oh, that's good to know.
That's why I use a hatchet. It actually slows it down the most of anything.
The blunter the implement?
Waxing, real quick back. Laser removal, even faster. Hatchet, it's the slowest, and it's still fast.
Now my question is, have you ever accidentally lopped off a piece of yourself you didn't mean to lop off of when you were trimming the hair off with the hatchet?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Just making sure that I was curious if that would happen.
These are not my original ears.
Oh, no. I know. Oh, yes, I can see the seam there.
Yeah.
Seam where they're attached.
These are my fifth pair.
Oh, they look very natural until you just look closely at them.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's like a lot of things. Yeah, no, it's like now all you can see. Would you stop staring at my ears? I could just feel you staring at my ears.
Well, I noticed that one of them is put on in one way, and the other is there's like a zipper kind of thing. They zipped it on.
Yeah, I turned it around. You could go in any direction. This way I can hear what's behind me and I can hear what's in front of me a little better. It's just they're aimed.
I'm assuming that's to pick up the bounty hunters. Give you a little more.
100%. I do not want to go back.
No,
I do not.
I wouldn't want to either. Can you imagine my mass sliding all over the planet?
Oh God.
You just don't have the abs for it to hold to stay up.
No, I shouldn't. I would never be on my feet. I would just be this blob floating.
People would think he's some sort of like small hill.
Yes.
That's actually moving instead of a being, I think.
That is a common mistake that everyone makes on Dreidel Smoove. 100% of the people.
Can you imagine how long it would take to tack me down?
You get good at it. There's a learning curve. It is.
I would be a challenge. I think I would be a challenge.
Why do you think so?
You have to just look at me. Look at the size. And then you have to think of how many.
Yeah, but there's more shirt to grab.
Oh, your shirt.
All I got to do is get one corner of your shirt. Boom, you're down. Oh. I got pretty fast at it.
I was assuming.
All right, my hair's just started to grow up a little bit.
No.
It's gonna.
Oh, I hear it. Yes. Oh, it's panting.
It's panting. It's. I may need to go to this drink machine and calm it down.
Is it thirsty?
Oh, that gets thirsty.
You ever have to take your hair out for walkies?
Yeah, but I walk myself at the same time.
That sort of just seeps off, I assume.
Now, how is bikini season on your planet? You were talking about
it's terrific.
Okay.
It's terrific.
No waxing.
It seems like it'd be the waxing part.
That's the elephant in the room.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh no, it's hairy people with bikinis on. It's what you would think it'd be. It's like a Kodiak bear. It's like a lot of Kodiak bears walking around just with bikinis over the top.
Okay.
There's not. I mean, if there's skin, it lasts for 5 minutes and then it's back.
Yes.
It's just not worth. However, we do not have to buy sunscreen.
Oh
no, that is a plus.
Yep.
Absolutely a plus. Yeah, because on Glandar, as you can see, I am, other than the top of my head, smooth and hairless.
I've noticed. I've tried not to mention it.
You can't help but notice, especially because he's wearing.
Unlike your partner here, who still can't stop staring at my ears.
No, I can't. We noticed Trellis is wearing that net mesh shirt there to show you. Well, he does that, even though I ask him not to.
I do that on occasion. Hey, I like to show off the skin.
I like a net mesh shirt,
which changes colors depending on my mood. So why not?
I tell you, I oftentimes wear a net mesh shirt. It keeps the hair able to grow out of it, but if I keep it on too long, it will grow through it so much it'll get caught like fishing net. Yeah. And then it is a real disaster to get that shirt off. It is almost impossible.
Get the
it's like weeds going through a chain link fence. It's awful.
You have to get the jaws of life to get you out.
Yeah.
Well, as it so happens, we are running out of time, and before we end here, I just want to say here's a copy of the guide for you.
Oh,
from my duffel, and yes, also, well, I thought I had to.
Well, if you'll let me have this copy, that is great.
Oh, it's all yours.
Absolutely,
it's all
absolutely.
Yours.
I have been struggling since.
And I want you to hold it to watch the signal go off when the new entry, because it lets you know when the new entry is entering the guide. I can't wait. I want you to see yours come up as we put it in.
Okay.
To the guide. All right, so I'm typing in Dreidel Smoove with a V, But how many O's? Because you kind of drew it out there. It was like Smoove. That sounds like more than 2 O's to me.
Not to 2-0, but you gotta hit them long.
Okay, got it.
It seems like you. It would, to me, it would depend on how long you were.
I mean, that would make sense, but it's still only 2.
All right, I'm gonna put it in. Trade is smooth. Slide it in right to the top. How about that?
That's lovely.
All right,
Well
I'm going to hit
timed.
enter on that submit. And then there it is. Did it come up?
Boy, that was a pretty quick.
It was a frictionless entry, if you ask me. It was so fast.
Wonderful.
Oh, way to go! You nailed it down.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. This has been fantastic. I've learned so much. I didn't know I would find frictionlessness so interesting, but now I do.
I can't believe it either. And I did order some cheese sticks.
Oh, nice.
By the way, that will be on your bill. I hope that's all right.
Thank you for joining us for Hitchhikers and Appetizers. And of course, special thanks goes to our guest, Crom Bracho. I have been Horatio Zinn.
And I continue to be Trellis Gardeen. Until next time, keep your towels clean, and if a Glortnock is invading your personal space, just remember that they're allergic to hospitality, so all you have to do is invite it home for a meal, and it'll go away. So don't panic.
This episode of Hitchhikers and Appetizers featured the voice talents of Mike Gorgone as Trellis Gardeen, Bran Peacock as Horatio Zinn, and Jim Carlson as Crom Bracho. Everything you heard in this episode was improvised, but not everything improvised was heard. Finally, Hitchhikers and Appetizers is part of the Improv in Action Network. Check out other great improvised podcasts and projects at improvinaction.com. If you'd like to reach out to Trellis or Horatio, you can send electronic messages to them at our Galaxy address, hitchappspodcast@gmail.com. Or you can find them on Twitter with the handle hitchapps.
And before you go, we here at Hitchhikers and Appetizers would like to announce that we're now a featured podcast on Newsly. Newsly is an all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android. It picks up the most trending articles on the web on topics you choose at any given moment and reads them to you in a natural human voice. For the first time ever, the entire web becomes listenable, all in one place. Browse articles from topics you choose and start playing. Stop scrolling. Start listening. You can follow any topic as specific as you like. From sports, tech, business, science, Bitcoin, or even the Kardashians. We here at Hitchhikers and Appetizers won't judge you. To your face, at least. Newsly will find you the latest articles and read them to you aloud. And they have podcasts as well. Explore trending podcasts from over 80 countries. As mentioned earlier, our podcast is there too. I started using it as my default podcast app. They even have digital radio. Download and use Newsly for free now from www.newsly.me or from the link in this episode's description, and use the promo code ZERS, Z-E-R-S, to receive a 1-month free premium subscription. 1 month is better than no months, I always say, and I'm Trellis Gardeen.
Shut up and sit down.